Frank Sepe for NPC News Online here at the 2019 Olympia. I'm here with Mr.Pro Tan, Stacy Kaufman.
Thank you.
How long has Pro Tan been the official tanner of Olympia?
This is our 15th anniversary, actually. It's our celebration. It's 15 years as the official tanning provider of Olympia. It's been great.
And you can't get better than that. These are the top athletes in the world, and we do a lot of backstage, video and footage, and you guys always do a tremendous job.
I have a great team. Pro Tan's been around since 1987, but it's now, the recent days, that the team that we do, because we're a provider, we're basically a service provider, so the girls that we have really make us and keep us number one, and we love it. We're proud to be the official tanning company Olympia, and I hope to continue to do it along with many other shows. It's great for us.
And you know what? People, obviously NPC competitors, who do they look for suits? And who do they look for tanning? The top guys in the sport, because they know if they're doing it, they're going to do it right.
I 100% agree.
Yes.
Look, when you're doing this for this long, we want the best for the athletes. It's a science for us. And you're right, you want the highest quality, and we are, right? This game right now, we are. Once again, because the people we have are passionate about it. Most everybody that works with us that tan for us are athletes. They're ex-athletes. They're so passionate about the sport, and they love it. And the athletes love them. So Pro Tan is an experience. It's not only the great tan, but we really make sure the athletes love it, and they're happy.
You can go through all the galleries on NPC News Online, and unfortunately, there are competitors who are green.
It happens.
The tan is spotty, and it's a shame because you put so much time and effort into getting into condition and shape, and and it's your day to shine on stage, and a bad tan can ruin that.
Frank, we've been preaching this for athletes, and there's so many new athletes. So
yeah.
The athletes have to educate themselves, and you're right. The tan is the last thing you see, and we always explain to athletes, and we have the chat boards and everything where people are communicating. Guys, you work so hard. Don't wait for the last minute to get a tan. We can do it for you. We can tan you in a minute. Don't get me wrong. You can be as white as a piece of paper, and we'll get you as black as night in 15 minutes. But that's not proper. It will run, it will shake. The proper way is process, a couple days, skin preparation, and the athletes that follow, they have gorgeous tans. And some people do turn green, not from our brand,
no.
and if it did, I'd be honest, I'd say, but it's not. But it's just there's a lot of other products out there that aren't made using the same kind of regulatory restrictions that we have. We have QC departments, we have regulatory, we have warehousing, shipping, lab, chemist, manufacturing, all that together makes us a great company.
Well, the key word is credibility, and obviously you have a track record that's second to none. And all you have to do is come to the Olympia. What's $400,000 prize money? The top in the world. You're not going to skimp on your tan. And that should apply to NPC competitors out there too. Again, like I said, you don't want to put all that effort into and say, you know what, I'll worry about my tan a day at a show.
Frank, I thank you so much, by the way. I really appreciate this opportunity to let people know. We have worked with the NPC since day one.
Right.
Okay? And we are very close friends with so many of the promoters. And so many promoters nowadays have their own tanning teams at these events. And those promoters use Pro Tan. So what we do is we train them, and they build teams, and they do a good job. So, we're at our shows, we do so many shows as a Pro Tan, as a corporation, but there are a lot of other tan teams out there that work with us. They're powered by Pro Tan, Tan Masters, Olympia Tan, Ice Tanning. All those companies use the Pro Tan brand. And our goal, though, is to continue to train them, even though they do very well. It's always, we're constantly improving ourselves, and they teach us some things. We share with them. So the athletes that go to those shows and choose those services, you usually get a great tan they're expecting, and they're happy with it, and they're happy for the show. And if you go somewhere else that's not part of the show, I don't think it's the best choice at this stage for an athlete.
On NPC News Online, what's really cool is we have transformations.
Oh, yeah.
The before and after the tanning, and it's actually really cool. It does extremely well on social media. So if you ever want to see, the stages, yeah,
1, 2, 3, baby.
And like he said, you could do it, do it yourself, or you can have somebody do it. You want to give the website and information?
Sure. Well, the first thing I'm going to say that you mentioned is about do it yourself. You're right. For an athlete, doing it yourself tanning is great. You do it in the comfort of your home. You prep yourself. It's easy to do. It comes with instructions. It's safe. You can't fail. So we love that, okay? And yes, our website is protanusa.com. You can buy anything you want there. You can visit us and watch us at NPC News Online. But definitely check us out and go to YouTube and look at our training videos. We have so many different videos now that teach you how to do it yourself. And that's something we pride ourselves on, educating the athletes. Learn what you need to do for a show and make sure you do it right. We're here to help. All the Olympians get tanned by Pro Tan. I should say all. all the top pros are being tanned by pros in the show. We'll fix and cure anybody else if they decide, but we'd say we have about 80% of the show that uses Pro Tan. We're proud of that. And the athletes that use other companies, we make sure that they're oiled backstage for this show, and we make sure everybody looks great. So, that's what we do. We're all about the NPC News. We're all about the IPP Pro League. We're all about making the athletes look their best. So when you come to the show, everybody's going to look their best, and we're going to make sure they do. We're the backstage team making everybody look good, and that's a big responsibility. We're sitting here kind of like, okay,
yeah,
but it's a big responsibility.
Huge.
And we have, I think we have 26 people here running between the tanning, and then we have another 8 people for makeup. So there's a little over 32 people here. And that's a big production. You take any other show, and you have a Revlon or a Maybelline. So, this is good for us, and we're proud of it, and I'm proud. I'm proud to be here, and thank you for the interview. I really appreciate it.
And we actually use Pro Tan for our JM Mannion shoots and stuff for some of the top bikini pros. And listen, if you're an NPC competitor and your money's tight, like Stacy said, do it yourself. You don't have to break your budget to look like one of these top pros. So I appreciate you taking the time. We want to visit Pro Tan website. Go on NPC News Online. We'll have those transformations I think are really cool.
Thank you. I love one last thing. A lot of coaches have reached out to us and have taken our class to learn how to tan. So we've gotten to the level now where we're actually training coaches, because some of these coaches have 10 athletes, 15 athletes, and you know what? He could buy a gallon or 2 direct from us. We teach them, and they do as athletes. So that's becoming something that's very popular. So do it yourself. We teach the coaches. We've got it all there for you. So thank you so much for this platform, Frank. Once again, I really
thank you,
appreciate
Stacey.
it. Thank you.
Don't skimp on the tan.
That's right. Thank you.
Frank's,
Thank you, Adam, back there.
This is Frank Sepe with Stacy Coffin, Mr. Pro Tan.
Hey, Mr. Pro Tan.
All right,
Thanks
for
so
NPC
much.
News Online.
Cheers.
We're out.